Batch, I'm Hank. Welcome to Hamiltonville Farm. I posted a video about me mulching virgin wood or something like that was the title. And it was my Bobcat T250, my 2006 Bobcat T250 with right at 3,000 hours on it with my Baumolite MS548 mulching head on it. And in that video, there was a lot of starting, stopping, things getting caught up in the mulching head itself. And I got to think, man, it's just not fair for the mulcher to show it that way. And so what we've done is we put it on a 2018 T770. This is a 92 horsepower engine. It's got 36 gallons per minute high flow. The T250, I want to say either had 31 or 32. So it's got 4 or 5, 6 more gallons per minute flow on the high flow auxiliary hydraulics and more horsepower in the engine. So let's take this down into the woods and let's see what this Baumolite MS548 will really do. And spoiler alert, I've already done some with it, and it's night and day difference, but I'm going to show you guys. First, I need to fill it with fuel, get it greased, and blow some air, take a blower to the grill guard back there in the back. So let's do that now. Climb into this bad boy right here. All right, before we get started, I want to add, this is all new controls. So all the steering, all new controls for me. This is steering here on your left, selectable joystick controls. And on the right joystick is all your hydraulic functions. On the T250, I would drive like this and turn left, turn right, back up. I pull both of them. And this was raise and lower, and this was dump and curl. So it takes me a little bit to get used to the controls. Definitely want to get the AC turned on. So this machine has 774 hours on it. 2018 model. All right, this is what we're going to end up doing here, down through here. I've got a little triangle section cut out so I know my boundaries, but there's stumps in here, and I've hit this with the bush hog before, and my feeder is here, so I've got to watch my feeder, go around my feeder. But I'll get all this down in there, some of that thick stuff down in there, and I think that this will be, you'll see how much better the mulcher does on this bigger machine than it did on my 250, my T250. We're gonna clean all this up and just leave the big trees out. That way, come deer season, I will. Can you see my shooting house right there? And I keep my feeder right here. So I don't know. That's probably 60 yards, maybe something like that. So let's get to rolling with it. That right there was a prime example of where the T250 would have bogged down. But it's, if you look closely at the working pressure, now we're back at the normal, or the yellow. So we're good. Just a quick progress check here. You know, a lot of this is operator, not the machine. You know what I mean? Throw that back out there, but here's a big stump. I gotta be careful when I jump out of this kind of places. That big stump right there, I can probably chew on that a little bit. That's a big, I ain't gonna mess with that. I'll bring a tractor grapple down here and get that. But, you know, that mulcher does fine. It does real good, actually. So, we're gonna clean up around this a little more. Get all this in here taken care of. And, that's a big dead tree right there. This one right here. But I'll take a couple of those little trees out beside it. I'll take all this out. I'll keep working on it. I'm done for this afternoon. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and finish it, but I gotta get that windshield cleaned up. I just can't see nothing, and then the sun hits it, and it's just, I just can't do it. So I'm gonna take it back to the house, get the windshield clean, and finish this up tomorrow.
The next day.
All right, back at it this morning. 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Gonna finish this up just a little bit and see what she does. All right, so it's night and day difference on this T770. I mean, you've seen the stuff that I'm cutting through. It's just, it would have clogged up the T250, but the flow of the hydraulics, the horsepower of the engine, all that stuff matters. But the problem is, I get turned around in here. Obviously, I'm not very good at mulching, but I get turned around and the sun hits that sawdust on the window and I can't see where I'm at. So I said, well, let me just turn around and go back this way. So it's not a very efficient land clearing job I'm doing here, but I'm really just trying to show you guys. I just got a small section to do. I'm kind of toying around, picking around a little bit. So I just wanted to show y'all that the MS548 Bomber-Light mulcher is actually a good mulcher. I just had it on a sorry machine on the last couple of videos. So let's knock down some more stuff. I mean, it's taking out 5-inch trees pretty easy, not getting wrapped up around any of what we call the yopons. So it's but my depth perception is not very good, and the sunlight, I got all kind of excuses, right? But no, the sunlight is really the thing. And some of this stuff I'm going to leave for the bush hog. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to do something that I can come in here with my bush hog and take care of. So I'm just trying to get the trees for right now, or the shrubbage. So, shrubbage? when you're forestry mulching like this, you need to make sure that you stop every now and again. The air temperature on this was 203. I say air temperature, engine temperature. I think it was 203 or 205 when I got out. But anyway, stop, take this cover off, and just clean it out. That helps it breathe. So a lot of you guys have tractors. It's the same thing for tractors. Or I could even have a blower with me and use some little compressed air to keep it cool. You gotta keep these things cool, man, or they'll get hot on you. But this one ain't hot yet. Let me show you some chips, and you tell me if this is what it's supposed to look like. You guys tell me, is that good? Is that good chips or not? I don't know. I know there's a way to tell. So, but it ain't getting stuck. That's the important part, you know what I mean? And it's looking good. It's you know, I've just got to learn to finesse it. I've got to remember that my tracks are wider than the skid steer, and I keep hitting the trees trying to get in between these things and such. But it's going. It's you know, it's a fun process nonetheless. So anyway, I appreciate you guys tagging along, and hopefully we can get this thing knocked out and before it gets too hot today. So you guys take care. God bless.